why we quit at day 17 of our 30 days cycling challenge and what I learned.
I will give you this. You became a much better rider in shifting gears and keeping steady pedaling. And also, you've became smoother with your balance.
Thank you very much. And I also got better at going uphill.
That's part of learning to shift gears better.
Yeah, you told me to get onto the easier gears before I start the climb, and it's going to help me to, while I pedal, I'll be able to pedal easier and I'll be able to go up easier. And I also learned, you lifted my seat and I was scared, but now, like one of our friends said in the comment section, I am now getting comfortable with hopping off and hopping on my bike. Yeah, before I would just sit on my bike and start the pedal, but now I have learned to hop on when I need to start my bike because I can't sit on it. And I also learned to hop off when I'm stopping, and that is and I noticed that my knees don't hurt anymore because I'm stretching my leg. And you remember how you told me I should use like the tip of my shoe or my pedal,
The ball of your foot.
the ball of my foot. Yeah, that's what I'm using. When I use the ball of my foot, I'm able to stretch my legs all the way, and that helps with the knee pain. So it's been a really good experience. But
When you're sitting on the seat and the pedal is at 6 o'clock, you put your heel on the pedal and your leg
stretch.
should be completely straight.
Yeah.
But when your ball of your foot is on the pedal, you should have right at a 20% bend in your knee.
All right. So
And that causes for smoother pedaling.
and I have also learned not to hold on to my handlebars too tight so that I will not put too much pressure on my arms and my fingers to prevent the numbing that I felt earlier. I still have the numbing in my fingers, but it's from when I was not doing it right. That is something that has also helped me, and not holding on too tight to my handlebar has also helped me to keep a good posture on my bike because I'm able to relax, not on my hands and my handlebars. I'm not depending on my handlebars. I'm not putting too much pressure on my handlebars. I'm sitting back on my bike. And even when I am bending, I'm still sitting back on my bike to keep my back straight. So even when I am bending, my back is still straight, and it helps me to feel like I am walking my core better than when I was depending on my handlebar. So that is also another good thing I have experienced as I released pressure from my handlebars. And so far, I've stayed away from the trails because I noticed that I am not still strong enough to be able to do the trails, especially the Pisgah trails. Mostly doing road commute to work and to the stores. I just make sure I take my bike out every day when I was doing the 30 days without rest so that I can get my workout in. I'm really happy about it because it has really helped me to stay active, and even though I have not achieved what I set out to achieve, maybe because I didn't give my body time to rest and my muscles time to build up, well, I still feel like I was active for the couple of days that I did the riding. And when we eventually start the 30 days riding challenge, where we are going to be having rest days and giving our body time to rest, I know I'll be able to achieve what I am expecting to achieve. But for now, I'm happy with what I could do and still going to keep riding. Someday I'm going to talk about how I started riding at the age of 42, how that was the first time I ever got on a bike, and the main reason being that people have always said that before you get good at riding a bike, you must get hurt really bad. You must break a limb or must get really bad injury, which I was not ready to get. As much as I felt that bicycle riding, it's a very good exercise and it's also fun. I never tried to learn it because I was not ready to get injured very badly. I eventually learned that was not true. My husband promised to teach me how to ride a bike and not get injured. I'm going to share my process of learning how to ride a bike at 42, just so you know that anybody at any age can actually start riding. Anyway, I started this challenge thinking I could ride for 30 days straight with no rest days, thinking that is what would give me the result I wanted. But I had to tell myself the truth and give it a break. Do you think I made the right decision? Do you think I could have just pushed through? Do you also think that rest days are important for the results that I want? Just let me know in the comment section. We also want to hear from you. If you are a cyclist, have you ever overtrained? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. If you're a regular cyclist, how many days of rest do you take in a week if you agree that rest days are important? Would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And if you want to follow part 2 and see if rest days actually changes the results and give me the results that I want, please subscribe and ride with us. The other day you said we'll watch my calories. I'm burning more active calories, so I just feel like it's just part of being on the bike. Sometimes I do 30 minutes a day and sometimes I do up to 1 hour. It just depends on where I'm going and what I am doing. So it's been fun.
We look forward for you to start your next step into taking our adventure into DuPont Forest, which I can't wait. DuPont Forest has many of mellow fire roads and trails that are not so aggressive as Pisgah Forest.
All right, maybe I'll start there.
This is Jonathan Guffey at Looking Glass Cycling. Hope to see you on the trail.
And this is Rebecca Guffey.